This is JP with Political Pop Culture, and this is My Take. Today's My Take might be a little controversial. In fact, it may upset you. It may make you angry, and realistically, it's probably going to lose me some followers. But one thing I've always told you since the very beginning is the one thing I'm always going to be with you is honest, and I can't be honest if I don't give you my real take. So, here goes. Last week, a Morning Consult Politico poll showed that 27% of Republican voters believed that Donald Trump should pick Florida Governor Ron DeSantis as his potential vice presidential running mate. Now, this same poll showed that more than half of respondents, 56%, named Donald Trump as their preferred choice for the top of the Republican ticket in 2024. The poll went on to say that 82% of Republicans still view Donald Trump favorably, compared to only 17% who have unfavorable views of the former president. Okay, so 56% of Republicans want Donald Trump to be the Republican nominee for president in 2024. I do not. I do not want Donald Trump to run for president in 2024. There, I said it. I do not want Donald Trump to run for president in 2024. Don't get me wrong, I don't hate Donald Trump. In fact, I appreciate a lot of what he was able to accomplish during his 4 years in office. It's just that I am not that diehard Trump supporter that so many on the right seem to be. I'm not a Republican. I am not a Democrat. I'm not even a libertarian. I am truly independent. Now, while I'm not a Republican, I would prefer that Republicans take over in 2022, and God willing, I'd like to see a Republican win the White House in 2024. But in order to do that, Republicans need to put forward a candidate who can bring people together, a candidate who can unite people. And let's face it, Donald Trump is not that candidate. One thing that people can be united about, and one thing that I think that everybody can agree on, is how important it is for you, and yes, you, right now, to hit that like icon, to smash the subscribe button, and to give the notification bell a little tickle. Look, that little bit of action from you does make a huge difference for the channel. It helps YouTube's algorithm to show us to more people and more people to see our content, and I want you to know I really do appreciate it, so thank you. Okay, seriously now. In 2016, Donald Trump lit a fire in the Republican Party. I mean, he did. He got people fired up. He got people excited. He got people to hit the polls in droves. It was a good thing for him. It was a good thing for his party. And frankly, I think it was a good thing for the country. But here's the thing. He also became the most divisive president in the history of our country. Now, to be fair, that wasn't all his fault. He was battling the media from the very beginning, and he had the entire deck stacked against him. The establishment on the right didn't want anything to do with him, and the progressives on the left, they absolutely despised him. During his presidency, none of that changed. I mean, he was fighting both sides all the way through his entire presidency. But he didn't help his case by intentionally trolling the left on Twitter or by baiting reporters in his press conferences, and in many cases, doubling down on his, frankly, bombastic behavior. The bottom line is that Donald Trump is to the left what Hillary Clinton is to the right. While he may bring his diehard supporters to the polls, he's also going to fire up the base of his opposition. Now, there is a ceiling on how much support he can get versus how many detractors he's going to bring out of the woodwork. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I would much rather have mean tweets and record low unemployment, lower taxes, bigger paychecks, and energy independence than the fiasco that we have now. If Trump had been reelected in 2020, I think the country would be better off. Keystone XL would still be a thing. New oil leases would still be being assigned. The country would have been back to some semblance of normalcy much sooner, I think. Not to mention, there is no chance that Putin would have attacked the Ukraine. But Trump didn't win in 2020. And Joe Biden's administration has put an end to the prosperity that we were getting used to. Trump should have won re-election. He should have. But he didn't. For 4 years, Donald Trump was the king. Now it's time for Donald Trump to be the kingmaker. Now is the time for Donald Trump to use his power and his influence to promote the next generation of policymakers, people who will carry the flag for the Republican Party and continue his legacy. People like Ron DeSantis. Ron DeSantis has proven to be the most capable and competent governor in the country. And he could easily win in a national election if he doesn't run against Trump. Look, no Republican will be able to beat Trump in a primary, not even Ron DeSantis. But just because Trump would likely win the Republican nomination doesn't mean that he should seek it. It is time for Trump to step aside and let the next generation take the center stage. That's my take. What's your take? Let me know in the comments below. And also be sure to join the cult on social media. Follow @PolPopCult on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Rumble. Thank you for listening.